You're listening to the podcast My Story, My Song with host Nathan Maack. On today's episode, you'll hear Nathan tell you another compelling story about the writer of the song and what inspired the song to be written. You'll also hear a great arrangement of the song by Nathan or one of his friends. And now, let's go to Nathan Maack for today's story.
This episode's song was written by a hymn writer of over 400 hymn lyrics, but it is the only hymn still sung today. Annie Sherwood Hawks was a New York native born in 1835. Her gift of writing hymn lyrics was shown at the early age of 14. Along with the hymn, she contributed poems on a regular basis to a variety of newspapers. Annie married Charles Hawks in 1859, and much of her life was centered at home taking care of their 3 children. Hawks was a member of the Hanson Place Baptist Church in Brooklyn, New York, where Dr. Robert Lowry, a well-known writer of gospel songs, was her pastor. Lowry encouraged the gift that he saw in Hawks' poetry. And it wasn't too long after this encouragement that she wrote down the verses to the personal prayer hymn, I Need Thee Every Hour. Lowry added a refrain and wrote the music for the hymn. This is Annie Hawks' personal account of this favorite hymn. One day, as a young wife and mother of 37 years of age, I was busy with my regular household tasks during a bright June morning in 1872. Suddenly, I became so filled with the sense of nearness to the Master that, wondering how one could live without him either in joy or pain, these words were ushered into my mind, the thought at once taking full possession of me, I need thee every hour. The hymn was officially sung at the National Baptist Sunday School Association Convention in 1872 under the direction of Ira Sankey, the great revival musician for Dwight Moody. With the refrain added by Lowry, Hawks' hymn pleads, I need thee 20 times when all 5 stanzas are sung. Following the death of her husband, Hawks reflected on the power of her song. I did not understand at first why this hymn had touched the great throbbing heart of humanity. It was not until long after, when the shadow fell over my way, the shadow of a great loss, that I understood something of the comforting power in the words which I had been permitted to give out to others in my hour of sweet serenity and peace. Listen to this classic hymn and prayer to the Lord as I play I Need Thee Every Hour.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of My Story, My Song with host Nathan Maack. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast on the app you use to hear all of the latest stories and music. And check out Nathan's website at www.nathanmaack.com to keep up with all of Nathan's music ministries, including other web shows, his email newsletter, tour schedule, and much more. Until next time, thank you again for listening to My Story, My Song.